So, this is my bike. Her name is Reaper, because when I first got it, my best friend was like, whoa, Zach, if you hurt your bike, you're gonna fucking die on it. Yada yada, hence the name Reaper. I am getting very close to having her roadworthy again. As you can see, there's some wiring that needs to get finished, and there's more hanging out here. And her exhaust also is not on right now. And, well, the clutch cover, well, you know, yeah, it's not actually attached. As in, there's no gasket there. As in, there's no oil in the bike. Because, well, yeah, I got the wrong gasket. Not by my fault, but by Suzuki's incorrect product labeling. But, just got the jets in today, jetting the carbs. You can see one of the K&N high airflow air filters right there. The other one, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. I don't know how good this camera's low light performance is on standard settings. Not very good, it seems. Let me grab a flashlight. Where is my flashlight? Oh, I found it. Okay. So let's try and take a look in here. No, well, you can kind of see it. No, that's just more of the frame. Can you see it? Yeah, you can see it from underneath. Yeah, there it is. Yep. So, high airflow, very high airflow K&N air filters. The speedometer's mounted, not down there. It's going to get mounted right over, here we go, right over on that little hole right there. And it's going to be next to the tank to the left. So got to finish the wiring on that guy and the mount, but I've got that all sketched out. Got to get all the lights working, headlight works, turn signals, not so much, not quite yet. This thing's got this weird thing where even if you've got an electronic flasher relay, you still have to stick a resistor on the turn signal indicator light or your blinkers don't work. If you've got LEDs, that is. Obviously you can see no rear fender right now. It's currently on the table. No, it will not be partially blue by the time I'm done with it. That's got to get painted. In fact, the entire bike has to get repainted again. Some switches relocated way down here. The frontmost one is for my high beam, low beam. It falls right behind my left leg, so that's perfect placement. Not going to use my high beam very often anyway. The other two switches are for multicolor LEDs, more of a show thing. Let's see, we've got my license plate mount, which I've got to change in a few months, but I'm not worrying about that right now. Most of what I've tried to do with this bike is keep it reversible in case the next owner of it, should there ever be another owner of this thing, if they want to go back to a stock bike, they can, for the most part, except that I've eliminated some useless wiring that isn't used here in the US and is only used in, like, Austria. But yeah, I am currently working on the fuel lines. Going to be replacing the ones coming from the tank and those hose clamps. My god, that one's rusty. Here's the petcock, just hanging out right here. Just finished routing the fuel line out of that guy, through there, way up and around some stuff, right around the frame rail onto the fuel pump. And no, that is not kinked. That actually happened to work out just perfectly. This vent tube is going to get kind of shifted a little so that it won't interfere with my throttle there. You'll notice that there are no throttle cables yet. There is my throttle housing, and because of that and the fact that I've got these bars now, I need custom ones made by Barnett. So that's the thing. As you can see, taillight wiring is all still a mess. There will be a quick disconnect on that, so I'll still be able to remove the fender later, should I need to. Yeah. If you know anything about these bikes, you probably will have noticed the struts there. Those I had machined for me by a guy local. Those are 3/4 inch thick stainless steel. That stuff is not budging, and that's going to end up getting chromed when I get my pipes re-chromed, as well as a couple of other little things. New chain buffer, also got that in today. The old one was all chewed up right there in the bottom, and I anticipate that happening pretty soon with this one based on where that chain placement is because of how low it is now. But yeah, so some wiring things, some paint things, some chrome things, but those can wait until the bike's on the road. The cables are the last big investment. That's $400 for the set because I wanted the silver-plated ones, the really nice Barnett Platinum series. So I'll be getting those soon, getting the ball rolling on the throttle cables this Friday. Got to finish the neutral light and turn signal indicator light housing there, as well as finish up that wiring, clean that all up. That clutch cable reaches somehow. I don't know why the stock clutch cable reached, but nothing else did, but sure. That might also not be the stock cable, I'm not sure. Yeah, she's getting close. A lot of the stuff left is aesthetic and wiring and bodywork style stuff. But for the most part, she is almost done. We're nearing the end. It has been quite the long journey, and I gotta say, I'm glad it's almost done. Not perfect, not perfect. You'll notice the lock there, that's usually on my front disc, but I've been moving her around a bit today. Yeah, the pipes are Cobra Speedster longs off of the 1600cc model, so they're very high airflow, and in fact they were made for a more efficient engine, so they're a bit loud, but that's what that exhaust mount there is for. That's not the stock one. That is specifically for these Cobra pipes. But yeah, we've got the crossover pipe that comes over from the left side and goes on top there, and then we've got a single straight pipe from the number 2 cylinder, the front cylinder, down and back. Obviously some more frame covers and things that aren't in place now because, well, gives me a bit better access. Putting the kill switch wiring onto a keyed switch so that I can have another key, have an immobilizer on this thing. I was going to try to hide it somewhere, and then I thought, hey, wait a minute, why not just make it a switch? So I'm going to, a key rather. So one more little thing. She's, as I said, she's getting there. Just cannot wait to be back on the road. But also, I apologize for any shaky video. This camera has stabilization, but I don't have any kind of a mount for it, and it's very small, so holding in my hand, I'm sure that this is not going to be perfect looking video. But as I said, she's getting there. It's close. So, more updates soon. Most of today has just been putting the carbs back on, putting the air filters back on, routing the fuel cabling, doing some other kind of house cleaning kind of stuff. And so yeah, I'm gonna leave this one here, guys. If you got any questions, just comment. Yeah, it's she'll be fun. I am springing the seat, in case you're wondering. The seat's over there in pieces, and that's why. So yes, it's a hardtail. No, I won't be riding a hardtail without a sprung seat, but no, I'm not doing the standard crappy looking, in my opinion. Not saying that other people can't rock it, but on this bike, I don't think that standard sprung aftermarket seat arrangement would be very nice. And I like my helmet hooks, so anyway, I'll leave this one here. As I said, any questions, just comment. Yeah, progress is nice. She'll be on the road within the month, hopefully, so alright, I'll see you guys later.